Hello everyone. Welcome to this dissection video of scapular region including intermuscular spaces. I am sure this video will be helpful for many of you who are dissecting the scapular region or who are preparing for their practical exams and want to revise this topic in short period. At the end of this video, I have included the easy way to remember the boundaries of these spaces along with the important Viva questions. So watch this video till the end and let's get started. Let's peep in the dissection hall to see the dissection of scapular region including intermuscular spaces followed by Viva questions.
Now we will see the dissection of the scapular region. First, the skin is reflected according to the incisions given in the Cunningham. Here is the trapezius. Trapezius is reflected upwards. Now these are the scapulohumeral muscles. There are 6 scapulohumeral muscles. This is a deltoid. This muscle is a deltoid. This is supraspinatus, which lies above the spine of the scapula. Supraspinatus. This is infraspinatus. This muscle is teres minor muscle. This muscle is the teres major muscle, and one more scapulohumeral is the subscapularis, which I am showing by my palm. So which lies on the anterior aspect of the scapula, subscapularis muscle. In addition to the scapulohumeral muscles, this latissimus dorsi also is seen in the dissection. Now we will see the intermuscular spaces in the scapular region. For that we have to cut the deltoid muscle along its origin, and it is reflected downward to expose the intermuscular spaces in the scapular region. First, this is the upper triangular space. This is the upper triangular space, which is bounded above by the teres minor muscle, below by teres major muscle, and laterally by long head of the triceps. And the contents of this space is circumflex scapular artery, which pierces the origin of teres minor muscle. So this is the upper triangular space. Now coming to the lower triangular space. So here we get the lower triangular space, which is bounded above by teres major muscle, which is bounded above by the teres major muscle, medially by the long head of the triceps, and laterally by the humerus near the spiral groove. Humerus near the spiral groove. Now contents of this lower triangular space, we get the radial nerve and profunda brachii artery. This is the profunda brachii artery. This artery is profunda brachii artery, radial nerve and profunda brachii artery. Now we'll see the quadrangular space, which lies above the lower triangular space. Here, this is the quadrangular space. This is the quadrangular space, which is bounded above by teres minor muscle, below by the teres major muscle. This is the teres major muscle. Medially it is bounded by the long head of the triceps, and laterally by the humerus near the surgical neck. Now contents of the space, we get axillary nerve. Here is the axillary nerve and posterior circumflex humeral vessels. This is the posterior circumflex humeral vessels. Now axillary nerve in the quadrangular space divides into the anterior division and the posterior division. Anterior division winds around the surgical neck of humerus. This is the anterior division of the axillary nerve, and it supplies, these are the fibers entering in the deltoid, and this anterior division supplies the anterior fibers of the deltoid, pierces the deltoid in the anterior part and supplies the skin in that region, while posterior division, this is the posterior division of the axillary nerve. This posterior division, it supplies teres minor muscle. This is now to the teres minor, which shows the dilatation here, and this is called as the pseudoganglia. So now to the teres minor, it shows pseudoganglia, as well as posterior division supplies the posterior fibers of deltoid. So these are the fibers going to the posterior part of deltoid and gives one cutaneous branch, that is the upper lateral cutaneous nerve of arm. So again, this is the quadrangular space. Here we get the upper triangular space, and here is the lower triangular space.
This was the dissection of scapular region including intermuscular spaces. Now we will move to the commonly asked Viva questions on this topic. Before we start these Viva questions, I will like to share the very easy way to remember the boundaries of these spaces. Some students may find it difficult to remember the boundaries of the spaces, and here is the solution. For this purpose, one should cross the index finger and middle finger of one hand with the index finger and middle finger of the other hand. Now each finger will be labeled. Index finger and middle finger of one hand will be labeled as teres minor muscle and teres major muscle. Teres minor muscle lies above the teres major muscle, and index finger and middle finger of the other hand will be labeled as long head of the triceps and humerus near the upper part. So this gives the idea about the boundaries of the spaces. Coming to the boundaries, see, this is the upper triangular space which is bounded by teres major, teres minor muscle and long head of the triceps. Here is the lower triangular space which is bounded by the long head of the triceps, teres major and humerus. And here lies the quadrangular space which lies between the teres minor muscle, teres major muscle, long head of the triceps and humerus. If you try this, I am sure you will find it very easy. Now move to the Viva questions on this topic. As you know, for all the practical and the Viva exams, identification of all the structures which are dissected is a must. That means one should be able to identify the muscle, vessel or the nerve. Upper triangular space can be asked for its boundaries and contents. Likewise, lower triangular space can be asked for its boundaries and contents. Similarly, quadrangular space can be asked for its boundaries and contents. Other questions include scapulohumeral muscles, the names of those muscles, attachments, nerve supply, actions. Axillary nerve can be asked for its origin, root value, branches and distribution. And structures under cover of deltoid muscle can be asked. That's all about the scapular region, including the intermuscular spaces. I'm sure you all will find it very useful. Thank you for watching.